Ruth 2. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. Yah is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last and the only, and he's an extremely jealous El. He's so jealous that he doesn't even want the names of idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. And Yah is short for YahWeh, YahWeh, Yod-He, Vav-He. There's no difference. It's like saying Dan, Daniel, Daniel with an E. What is a difference and does matter is when people say that Sam, Phil, Bob, and Aaron are the same name, because they're not. And no one in their right mind would believe that. And only crazy people would believe that a hammer can force its creator to do anything. We are the hammer. There is no letter J in the Hebrew, Greek, or Aramaic texts, because the letter J is about 600 years old. While the son of Elohim, Yehoshua, died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity over 2,000 years ago. And a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Yehoshua is Joshua, and I strongly believe that the son of Elohim's name, Yehoshua, means YahWeh is salvation. Ruth 2. And Naomi had a relative on her husband's side, a man of great wealth of the clan of Elimelech, Elimelek with a line underneath of it, and his name was Boaz, B-O''Az, and Ruth the Moabitess, M-O''AB with a line underneath of it, I-T-E-S-S, said to Naomi, N-A''O-M-I. The reason why it took me so long, I was just making sure that, it is up there. I may have already said it, but whatever. It's there. Please let me go to the field and glean heads of grain after him in whose eyes I find favor. So she said to her, Go, my daughter, and she left and went and gleaned in the field after the reapers. As it turned out, she came to the part of the field belonging to Boaz, the near relative of Elimelech, and see, Boaz had come from Bethlehem and said to the reapers, YahWeh be with you. And they answered him, YahWeh bless you. And Boaz said to his servant who has appointed over the reapers, Whose young woman is this? So the servant who was appointed over the reapers answered and said, It is the young Moabite woman who came back with Naomi from the fields of Moab. And she said, Please let me glean and gather among the sheaves behind the reapers. And she came and has remained from morning until now. She sat a little in the house, and Boaz said to Ruth, You have heard, have you not, my daughter? Do not go to glean in another field, nor go from here, but stay close to my young women. Let your eyes be on the field which they reap, and you shall go after them. Have I not commanded the young men not to touch you? And when you are thirsty, go to the vessels and drink from what the young men have drawn. And she fell on her face, bowed down to the ground, and said to him, Why have I found favor in your eyes, that you should take notice of me, seeing I am a foreigner? And Boaz answered and said to her, I have been told that all you have done for your mother-in-law since the death of your husband, and how you have left your father and your mother and the land of your birth, and have come to a people whom you did not know before. YahWeh repay your work, and your reward is complete from YahWeh Elohim of Yisrael. YISRA''E with a half a check mark L, under whose wings you have come to seek refuge. And she said, Let me find favor in your eyes, my master, because you have comforted me and have spoken to the heart of your female servant, though I am not like one of your female servants. And Boaz said to her, Come here at mealtime, then you shall eat of the bread and dip your piece of bread in the vinegar. That's kind of gross. I mean, then again, potatoes, French fries, vinegar, it's really good, but I don't know. And she sat beside the reapers, and she passed roasted grain to her, and he passed roasted grain to her, and she ate and was satisfied and had left over, and she rose up to glean, and Boaz commanded his young men, saying, Let her glean every or even among the sheaves, and do not embrace her. Rather, draw out of the bundles for her, and leave it for her to glean, and do not restrain her. And she gleaned in the field until evening, and beat out that which she had gleaned. And it was about an ephah, E with a half a check mark, PHAH, of barley. And she took it up and went into the city, and her mother-in-law saw what she had gleaned. And she brought out and gave to her what she had left over after she was satisfied. Then her mother-in-law asked her, Where have you gleaned today, and where did you work? Blessed is the one who took notice of you. And she told her mother-in-law with whom she had worked, and said, The name of the man I worked today with is Boaz. And Naomi said to her daughter-in-law, Blessed be he of YahWeh, who has not forsaken his loving commitment to the living and the dead. And Naomi said to her, The man is a relative of ours, one of our redeemers. Ruth the Moabitess said, He also said to me, Stay close to my young people until they have completed all my harvest. And Naomi said to Ruth, her daughter-in-law, It is good, my daughter, that you go out with his young women, and that they do not meet you in any other field. And she stayed close to the young women of Boaz to glean till the complete of barley harvest and wheat harvest, but she dwelt with her mother-in-law. So she lived with her mother-in-law, but she went to that field to work the fields. That's really cool.